Hello fellow human beings, welcome and hello to this new video. You know what we're doing? We're visiting an old video that I did. I'll put a screenshot of the thumbnail here. I had a vision with that video and it failed miserably, and so I'm gonna try again, but with a different medium this time. I remember one time I did my eyeliner with a toothpick because I needed it really sharp, and so here we are. I'm going to be trying to recreate whatever image I had in my head with toothpicks. Let's get into the video. I tied it down with so many things so that it would look a certain way, and we'll see how it looks when I'm done with this makeup. The people next door are really opening their gates like with a vengeance right now. I keep forgetting to show you guys my glasses. These are my glasses, my new glasses, and this is how they be looking there without the glare. I keep forgetting. Here you go. I would have wanted to put it on with makeup, but like I'm going to forget by the time this video is over. I wouldn't have remembered. So here you go. Let me know what you think about my glasses. My sister gave me a suggestion on what to talk about in this video. I'm gonna put all of the base on and then we'll get into it. This is the base done. The blush is really cute, I think. Can't see it much, which is great. I made my little concoctions on this paper plate. I really thought it was gonna turn out like a different color, but nope, it did not. That sucks. So I'm just gonna go straight into doing whatever my plan was on my face. I'll tell you guys what happened to my sister and I. It's a testimony. We had to go somewhere that like we had only one opportunity to go there. We had to get there, right? So it's our first time going there and we have to go back later. On our way there, we saw that there's toll gates. So since we've never been there before, we didn't know that there were toll gates there at all, like at all. So we were just like, oh my word, because you need cash at toll gates, because we didn't have one of those tags. And they, as far as I know, they don't take card. So it's one of those toll gates where you have to stop and pay. It's not like, yeah, it's a toll gate. So we go there, we're on our way, and it's like a one-way, it's the highway. And we're like, oh my word, we don't have any money for tolls at all, like none. Because you need cash. And we're just like, oh my word, we didn't know there was a toll. We didn't know that we'd have to pay. So none of us had cash because I withdrew the exact amount of cash that I needed for that day. And so we didn't have any extra cash, and I was just like, oh my word, what are we gonna do? And so what ended up happening was that we were like, oh my word, what's happening? And what ended up happening was I opened up my sister's wallet and we were like freaking out, and she had a 20 rand bill in her purse wallet thing. This is already not working, so don't expect amazing results, guys. Don't do it. So so we find a 20 rand bill. We're like, oh my word, thank the Lord. So we get to the toll, we pay it, right? So this was kind of the vision, but a bit less chunky than it is now, but this is as close as I think we're gonna get. So the first toll was 6 rand, right? So on our way back, the second toll was also 6 rand. So we're like, that's fine. Cool, we found this 20 rand and we're like, we're set now. Oh my word. Let me just, yeah, that's better, more stable. Yeah, so we're like, oh, we found this 20 rand in Tennille's wallet. So we're set now. So we were fine and whatnot. So now we're left with 8 rand, right? And we're on our way. So now we're using my sister's phone as a GPS, right? Or we're using Google Maps rather. And this lady on Google Maps says, take the, what did she say? There's gonna be an exit on the right. And then we're like, okay, cool. And once we just exit the second toll, and then, so there's two paths. There's the straight path, and then there's the left, right? So we're like, okay, she says there's going to be an exit on the right. So we're like waiting for the exit on the right. And like last minute, there's an exit right next to us. We just go like this, and then she's like, take the exit on the left. By the time we were like, what? We were already going straight. It was too soon to be going back, and there's no, like, you can't U-turn on there. It's literally the highway. So we're just like, and do we not come face to face with another toll? And we're just like, and you can't avoid it because it's literally like right there. You can't even turn. So we're just like, what are we supposed to do now? Obviously we're like, Lord, please let it be less than this amount. Yeah. So it ended up being R7.50. The toll ended up being R7.50, and that to me is insane that would be the price. Like, what are the odds? So we ended up having, from that 20 rand, we ended up having 50 cents left. Like literally, just 50 cents. And I think that is a crazy testimony. Honestly, I think that's crazy. So I kind of left out two parts, or some things out of the testimony. First off, when I ended up getting to the place, I didn't need cash. I didn't need to have withdrawn cash. So we didn't have to use the 20 rand that we had. We could have used the money that I had. Another thing that I didn't mention is that the 20 rand that we ended up paying for the tolls with, my sister actually picked up on the floor outside a shopping mall when we went. I think it was on a Saturday. She picked that 20 rand up, and like she wasn't going to pick it up because she was like looking around for the person who owned it, and some guy who was walking behind us because we were walking into the shop was like, pick it up, take it, it's yours. Because like we were like hesitating on whether to pick it up or not, and so yeah, that's where the 20 rand came from. So if my sister hadn't picked it up, like for the first toll, because I didn't know at the time that I didn't have to use that money I didn't have to use that money to be able to get what I needed to get. And so for the first toll, that 20 rand like came in clutch, but we didn't have to use it for the second one. But it's just a testament, to be like, trust God. God will come through for you, because we really didn't even know that there was going to be tolls on that road. So we didn't take any money with us, and so we were unprepared. So yeah, what ended up happening after that, we were like, oh my word, Lord, you did the most, is we went to the same shopping mall where we found that money, and we went to get breakfast, because it wasn't really breakfast, it was more like lunch. It was like 12:30 by the time, and we left home at like 7, so we were out of the house the entire day, well, up until that point, and we hadn't eaten anything. So we were like, you know what, let's go get something to eat at the shopping mall. And so we went to KFC, and the amount of money that I had withdrawn was 110 rand. And at KFC we found a breakfast meal that was 54.90 each. So we ended up having the exact amount of money to get that breakfast for ourselves. And I'm just like, that is insane. Like, what are the odds? And that's why I don't really believe in luck. I believe in like miracles, I'm just like, nah, God was flexing that day. He was flexing for real. So yeah, that is the testimony that came out of that day. So if you have any testimonies that are similar to that one, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Next week, the topic for next week's video will be, I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it as it comes to my mind. The story of when you saw somebody you found attractive and then never saw them again. Yeah, how did that go for you? Because I have one, I'm sure the guy would not be watching these videos, man. Let's be honest. I never even spoke to him, not even once. But that will be the next video, the next topic of the next video that we do. So if you want, I will try and read out some of those types of stories. If you would like to share them, I'll read those out from this comment section in my next video. This wasn't really my vision, but I am okay with the way it turns out, and that was the best mascara I've done in a while. I made myself have larger nostrils than I actually do have, so I look a bit different. But this is it. I'm gonna say that this trying to make lines and do makeup with it is a success. It kind of looks like a spider web. I would have added like those things, which is the spider, but it has 7 legs, so it's not spider. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's be positive, let's spread positivity. I think when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will take suggestions for a different intro. But I think the outro will forever stay the same. Let's be positive, let's spread positivity, and see you in the next one.